and welcome back to another NFT Artist Spotlight episode. I have two super awesome artists to share with you guys today, and they're going to be Doruk Seymen and Hannah Joseph. I've had so much fun learning about them and their different mediums. Doruk is a one-of-one NFT photographer, and Hannah is a one-of-one digital artist. They are both incredible. They're both active MetaJungle members, and I can't wait to share more about them with you guys. So let's get into it. Our first MetaJungle NFT Artist Spotlight this episode is going to be Doruk Seymen. Doruk has been an artist for 16 years and specializes in portrait and fashion photography. He was born in February 1982 in Istanbul, Turkey, where he still resides today. After completing his education at Anadolu University, he worked on photography and visual designs in advertising agencies for a while. He then actually started his professional photography career in 2006. So let's go on ahead and learn more about Doruk from himself. Today's MetaJungle NFT Artist Spotlight is going to be NFT photographer Doruk Seymen.
Hello everyone, my name is Doruk Seymen. I live in Istanbul. I completed my education at Anadolu University in 2003. And I started the photography as an assistant in 2004. I was interested in documentary portraits. I wanted to focus on the expressions of different people and different cultures. But over time, light techniques which I use dragged me to the edge of the fashion world, a little bit more fashion world. In 2006, I started my own company and started to work for some magazine groups in Turkey. The main ones were Elle Magazine, Marie Claire, Vogue, L'Officiel, and similar magazine brands. And this process continued for 11 years. I had the opportunity to work with many national and international famous names on this timeline. And for example, Jessica Alba, Winnie Harlow, and Coco Rocha. Those are some of them. And after this process, I moved away from the magazines in order to do more free works. I need more fictional works of myself. And I continue to provide visual consultancy and content services to organizations. And in 2017, I conducted a special study on a Syrian refugee group. It's my own choice. This content was actually influenced by fashion and portrait photography background of mine. And it was a very good one. And it was appreciated and exhibited several times at the Council of Europe building in Strasbourg. And a photo in this collection won the world's second prize in an international competition held in England. And in another global partnership with one photography brand, I made a video and photo work for the promotion of the 50mm f1.0 lens. By the way, it was a perfect portrait lens which I use every time in my stories. And finally, my adventure with NFT started in July 2021 as a listener in the Twitter spaces. Then I started to talk a little bit more because I'm a little bit shy. Then I minted my first project at the end of November 2021 again. And I just want to thank to NFT community for adding value to our lives and our works and giving us the opportunity to be one of the brave members of this new world. Thank you so much.
Wow, how awesome was it to learn more about Doruk? He has had such a fun and accomplished photography career. He's worked with some names that I know I recognize. Are you kidding me? Jessica Alba, that's so awesome. But he has actually also worked with many brands and magazines, as well as won many awards from his work, as he's told us in this video. Up until 2020, he actually supported many brands and institutions with his own company, and he spent the pandemic working on light techniques and different narratives. Doruk says that although he takes photographs professionally, he continues the same profession as a hobby, and he does this by producing new projects with collaborators and combining experimental photography with his fictions. So with that, let's go on ahead and take a look at some of his work. So here we are on Doruk's OpenSea profile, and he actually has two different collections. Let's go on ahead and take a look at Blinky Portraits. That's his first collection, and it is currently sold out, but there are some available on the secondary. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at them. You can really see how he uses this as a hobby and uses it to combine with unique styles. So, for example, let's go ahead and take a closer look at his On the Shores of Thought, Struggling with the Waves. This is actually owned by Alpha Trilogy, and I just think that this photo is absolutely incredible. I don't know how he did this with the books, but between the girl that he is photographing and all the attention to detail, I love how it's kind of dark, but then her face lights up just right where you can really see the emotion on it. I just think that this photograph is spectacular, as well as all the other photographs in this series. But Doruk does a really great job at combining photographs kind of with the unusual to make his style very unique. It's something I've always really enjoyed about his work. It's something that I enjoy about his Blinky Portraits 2, which is his other collection he has available. It does have 15 items with 8 different owners, but there are still some available that haven't been bought yet, so you don't have to buy from secondary yet. But let's go ahead and take a closer look. I think that all these are incredible. Some of them are owned by Alpha Trilogy and Nifty Metagirl. So let's go ahead and take a look at Protective Instinct. This one is owned by Nifty Metagirl. And I really just think it's so fun what he does with these pieces. I mean, they're really unique, and although they don't have the I don't know, I just think that they fit so well in this collection. Usually you see a very a collection with similar stuff, so trees, waterfalls, things like that, but it's so great to me. I think he does such a good job at just making his collection so unique and combining all these unique photographs to make them one cohesive thing. And I just think that's really incredible, and I think it's so awesome that he lets his talent and his art really shine through his work. And I think that it's so fun that what he does professionally is so different from what he does as a hobby. And I think it's just really cool that he can kind of do similar things or use photography in all aspects of his life. So I think that that's really incredible. I think the work that you do is incredible. But thank you so much for sharing this work with us. It is truly incredible. It has been so fun learning about you. And I think that one other really great way to learn about you is to look at the picture that you shared with us, that if a collector was getting a first view of you, you would want them to see. And when asked why he chose this picture, he says that because this portrait is one of the most important of his works during the pandemic restrictions. It's a more futuristic and more minimally simplistic work of his, and this is the first minute piece of his collection Blinky Portraits, which is currently sold out. Also, this is the beginning of his work, which he will continue to increase production in the future. And I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited to see all this. Every time that he comes out with a new photograph, I get so excited because I don't really know what to expect. I know to expect it to be great. So I'm so excited to see what else is in store. And Doruk is too. He says that he's been in the NFT space since November 2021 and looks forward to the future of NFT photography. And I do too. I think it's so incredible. I think what we've seen so far is incredible. I love Doruk's work, and I cannot wait to see what else he shares with us in the future. So thank you so much for telling us more about you, for sharing your work for us, and letting us see a glimpse into your photography life. With that, let's go on ahead and go to the second artist. Our second MetaJungle NFT artist spotlight today is going to be Hannah Joseph. Hannah is an NFT one-of-one digital artist. She's actually been an artist for 20 years, and she started her art as a child, but she still continues to create digital art today. She says that she's been doing this for over 20 years now. Let's learn more about Hannah from herself. Today's MetaJungle NFT artist spotlight is going to be NFT digital artist Hannah Joseph.
Hi, I'm Hannah, a 26-year-old architect and illustrator from India. I'm a traveler who would like to paint and travel the world. Most of my work show my admiration for nature on par with the feminine spirit. Digital illustrations are my preferred medium of artworks. I like to do plein air paintings when I travel to mountains, beaches, streets, etc. Actually, it's a pleasure and fun thing to do. My artworks depicts women unapologetically claiming the spaces they are in, camping alone in high mountains, trekking off-road, or just walking around with the wind in their hair. A certain element of mystery surrounds and in turn in my frames. I have joined NFT Space since last October. It is a great platform for artists like me to sell the artworks fairly and get good recognition. I have worked with Kochi Binale as engraving artist, which was a great opportunity. I have engraved ancient calligraphy over 2,500 glass bottles. Also, I have got featured in a leading national newspaper, Indian Express. I am really grateful. I quit my architecture job to follow my passion for illustration, and now I am living the life of my dreams.
That was such an incredible video, Hannah. I love that you took us to different places and you shared your different work with us. I think it really just shows how much you want to travel and how much your adventures inspire you in your work. And I love it. After watching that video, I get an even more I have an even more understanding of why you choose to do the work that you do. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. As all of you guys probably learned from the video, Hannah is an architect turned illustrator currently based out of India, which I think is so cool. Both professions are so cool. And she is a traveler who wants to paint and travel the world. She uses her work to show her love for nature along with her admiration of her feminine spirit. And I think that she does an incredible job at that. I love her pieces. So let's go on ahead and take a look at some of her work. So Hannah actually has one collection available on OpenSea right now. It is called A Woman's Travel Journal. It does have one owner with 10 items. So there are still some available. And let's go ahead and take a look at them. There's Beach Vibes, Wanderlust, Longing, which I think that she actually shared these in the video, or her creating these in the video with us. So that's always really cool to kind of get to see a glimpse at how these all came to be. Yeah, so that's really cool. And then let's go ahead and take a closer look at Himalayan, which I believe is actually owned by Alpha Trilogy. I think this piece is so fun. I am always curious to learn the story behind it. So I think it's really cool that you share that with us, how you say that you love this piece so much because you did have a Himalayan bike trip through the mountains just like this. So on top of you sharing that you want to use your travel to inspire your work and then sharing kind of what inspired your work with the collector, I just think that's so fun. I think that it's such a valuable addition to add to your pieces that really makes, I know me as a collector, be able to connect with them even more. So kudos to you. Thank you so much for sharing a piece of your life and a piece of your art with us. Let's go on ahead and take a look at the picture that she chose to share with us. When asked why Hannah chose this picture, she says it's a collage of her masterpiece works which reflects her own style of art. And I think it does a great job. I love all of her pieces. I think that she does such a great job with including her travels, but also capturing the feminine spirit that she wants to achieve with her work. I think they're so fun. I literally love them. I cannot say enough things about them. They make me smile every time I look at them. So thank you so much for sharing them with us, Hannah, and for just sharing yourself with us. Thank you so much. But when asked about her experience in the NFT space, she says that she's been here since October 2021, and she looks forward to continuing to travel and share these adventures with us through her artwork. And I am so excited to see what all she has to share with us next. I'm excited to see your travels through your artwork and get to learn more, not just about you, but your adventures and your art. So thank you so much for sharing it with us. And I've had so much fun getting to tell more people about it and to share more about you with everybody else. So thank you both so much for participating and for sending me this and allowing me the opportunity to tell more people about you two incredible beings. So with that being said, guys, this is our episode this week. I had so much fun learning about both of you, and I can't wait to see and meet the artists that I'm going to in the future. With that being said, guys, please reach out to me, BossMom99 on Twitter, Discord. If you're interested in doing an artist spotlight, I would love the opportunity to get to tell the world about you, just like I got to do with Doruk and Hannah. And yeah, so thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. Bye.